Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is one of my new makeup releases videos, mostly of the indie world. Oops, hitting the brushes, mostly of the indie world, which is where my heart beats, and of course you will also see that reflected in the releases that we are going to talk about, because I am usually not talking so much about mainstream releases. So my heart beats indie, and if you're interested in that, then of course please follow my channel and also my social media, which is linked in the description box down below, so you can see what I'm up to when I'm off camera. Beyond that, sweeties, we have a lot to talk about. Of course, last week, you know, we didn't have any of these videos, or actually any video, because I was on a break, because I needed one. And also, of course, I have been speaking in some videos now, previous videos, about some changes that are coming. So that is going to be super, super exciting. Don't worry, these videos here will always stay. I will always do my best to give you the new releases. But of course, other things I want to add to my channel, and I'm super excited about that. So that is coming up. Beyond that, I have also promised that I'm going to update you on how my brother in Ukraine is doing. Now, for everybody who is not here for this, I'm going to just leave a timestamp here on the bottom of the page, so you can skip to that place where we're actually going to start talking about the new makeup releases, because, you know, some people, I don't know, don't want to know about these things. Okay, but for everybody else who is also maybe even part of our indie makeup raffle, which is going to come to a close very, very soon, these are these last days where you can still enter in case you want to. The link is in the description box, and all the information about it is on my social media, so feel free to check that one out. I think we're going to draw the winners on May 1st. Now, I'm not going to do that. That is other people who are part of the collab. I'm not involved in this, so I have no influence, but there are going to be several winners, and of course you can win amazing, amazing indie makeup, because there are 14 brands who have donated items and products towards this raffle. Okay, sweeties, now let me just quickly update you on how my brother and his wife are doing in Ukraine. In case you don't know, they are living in center Ukraine for about 20 years. They are living there. They are not Ukrainian citizens, but they chose to be there 20 years ago for humanitarian aid efforts. That's what they're doing there for all those years. They have built up a farm, they have a bakery, they have an oil press, they have like all kinds of relief efforts going on, and they're still running the farm even though there is war around them, you know? So this whole indie makeup raffle has been, of course, in order to raise money to help them, and they have received already a very, very big amount. We have already almost reached our goal. We are, I think, as of right now, when I'm filming this, I think about $800 away from the goal. So you guys have been absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for everybody who has been giving, and you're just amazing. And listen, my brother is so touched by the amount of love and help they have been getting worldwide, you know, which is so amazing, and it is more than I expected, honestly, you know. So it is incredible, and this has just also shown me personally that there's still hope for the world, you know. Even in all this turmoil and war and horrible things, there's still hope for the world. Okay, so now let me tell you, the war has been closer to them now lately, in those times that I've not been giving you an update, because, you know, the Russian army has been moving, and of course they have kind of moved towards the eastern part of the Ukraine, but still there is a lot going on in the area where my brother lives. Not exactly in the area, but like 50 kilometers away and even closer. The next bigger city, which is called Alexandria, has been bombarded. There have been people killed, and it was very, very traumatizing, because they actually felt in the farmhouse where they were, they actually felt the detonations, and how the glass in the windows was rattling from the detonations and stuff like that. So for someone who is not used to this, even though they are now, like, I don't know, almost 60 days into this war, and it is very, very traumatizing, and especially, of course, also for the refugees that they have been taking in, because they are actually coming from these places that have been bombarded, you know. My brother and his wife, they are still kind of in a safe place under the circumstances, you know, but of course they are taking in highly traumatized people. Now, right now, they are at the limit of what they can take in, or of how many people they can take in. So it is, they cannot do more, but what they have been starting to do is actually renovating also a smaller room that is next to the bakery that they have left over. It was a storage room or something like this, and now they have transferred transferred it, or they're in the process of transferring it into another quarter, basically, where also some refugees can stay for the time being. Everything else that they have been doing all the time, giving away the bread and supplying the soup kitchens with bread and baked goods. It's not only bread, but baked goods in general, and of course also milk, because they also have dairy cows and things like this. All of this has been continuing. They have actually, I don't know how to say that, they have driven up or they have increased the amount of what they can produce to the utmost, like whatever is possible. And the women that are working in the bakery are like at the limit of what they can do. But everybody seems to be rising to the challenge and is very, very motivated to help and to do and to be active instead of just sitting there and being scared, you know? So that is actually a very, very positive development. But of course, you can also imagine if so many people live in a closed space together, that there are also tensions and things like this. So it is not easy, but for the time being, this is what they're doing. Are they scared? Yes, absolutely, you know, but it has been also very, very good in a way that the weather this year has been very, very rainy. So a lot of air attacks could not happen because of that, you know, because it has been raining. My brother said in all those 20 years that they have been working the fields and trying to grow crops and all of that, they have been praying for springtime like this, you know, but this is the first year where they're actually having so much rain, and it is mercy. It is absolute mercy, because if the weather would be clear and really, really nice, sunny and all of that, who knows what could have happened already. Also, of course, the army got stuck in the mud and all of these things. So this is what it is. Now, my brother just yesterday said that he actually had a very, very good day for once, because he spent the whole day on the field on his tractor. It feels like normal life. He is sowing the fields, and he is like working and preparing them for getting them ready and sowing stuff and whatever, you know. So that is just something that is like normal life. It feels like this is how it should be. And he said, listen, it could be so wonderful. The world, life could be so wonderful. And if you kind of just like look at the moment while he's sitting on the tractor and spending from the morning, like all daytime hours on the field, he's like, this, it almost feels like normal life, you know. But of course, they have the air raid sirens, but for the most part, you just learn to ignore them. You know, it is a kind of a weird thing that happens, that you start to create a new reality and you start to live with it in a certain way. Of course, then you get the messages from like relatives that have been left behind in the bombarded cities and things like this. So that is, of course, super, super traumatizing and triggering. But this is basically what I wanted to tell you. The relief efforts continue. They are unharmed so far. May it continue this way. And you have been helping so much, and you have made a huge difference, an absolutely huge difference, you know. All right, sweeties, let us go into the new makeup releases before I forget to do that. Really. Okay, let me fire up Instagram and move to the side, because I definitely want to talk to you about some very, very cool makeup. Okay, so let us start with this release here from Saints, Angels, Sinners. This palette is called Angel 11. I don't know exactly what is behind that name. Maybe we are going to do palettes now, Angel 1, Angel 2, Angel 3. Okay, no, just kidding. But this is from Saints, Angels, Sinners, and this is a new palette. So this palette has 8 duochromes and 1 multi-chrome. This is available now for pre-order, and it retails for $45. Okay, so this is what it is. Of course, you know that Darcy, the owner of Saints, Angels, Sinners, has a beautiful formula, and of course, you're also seeing this brand featured here a lot. It's a beautiful color scheme also, and if you are into all multi-chrome palettes, then maybe this could be something that that you want to consider. So this is really, really cute. This is now available for pre-order, and the delivery is expected in May or June, because things have been really, really difficult to get shipments out and stuff. Not on Darcy's side, but to like receive the shipments from the factory, from the supplier, you know? All right, sweeties, let us move on to something that I've been tagged in a lot, and rightly so, because it's beautiful, and I'm just like, look at this and tell me that this is not me. Is it you? Is it me? We both can be in this palette. Okay, so this is the Peacock Feathers eyeshadow palette from Mika Beauty Shop. This, sweeties, is absolutely stunning, you know? So 12 shades with 6 mattes and 6 shimmers. This is coming soon. This is going to be available in May, you know? So this, oh wow. Oh wow, I love this. This is beautiful, and also the theme and the execution of the theme is absolutely stunning. So I'm a super big fan of this palette, and I might want to try this brand, you know? Definitely so good. Okay, then let's also talk about CXC Beauty, because Christian, the owner, is coming out with all kinds of things. So first of all, he's coming out with 2 new palettes. This is the spring collection, 2 palettes. I think one is called April Showers and one is called Mayflowers. Really cool. The April Showers retails for $54, and then the Mayflowers retails for $50. Okay, the next thing he's coming out with is a setting spray. Okay, so it says here, this product is infused with champagne as an antioxidant. Yeah, and green tea to give the skin a boost throughout the day. This mist also contains glycerin to protect the skin as well as improve the longevity, never know how to pronounce this, of your makeup. Signature Set and Refresh can be used before and after makeup for a natural finish. This amazing spray can also be used alone or to hydrate the skin before skincare. Okay, this retails for $24, and this is available now. And then I also wanted to show you something else that is also coming from CXC Beauty, which is these Luminescence highlighter palettes. Okay, so you do have different ones, of course, for different skin tones, which is really nice. They retail for $36 each. Okay, let me just read what it says about those. These palettes include 6 ultra reflective highlight shades for all skin tones, all uniquely formulated to give maximum glow and reflection. The perfect highlighters for a variety of skin tones that can be worn subtle or intensified for a high shine. Okay, that is what it is. This is all I have from CXC Beauty, and I also have to give a super big shout out to Christian, who is not only also part of our indie makeup raffle, so also products of him will be in that raffle and you can win them. Beyond that, he was also the very first person to donate a big amount to the indie makeup raffle, not in order so he can be part of it and win his own makeup or someone else's makeup. It was purely to encourage people to give, you know, and that just shows you his heart, and that is incredible. I hope it was okay that I revealed this. Sorry, Christian, but I just think that it is just such a, it just shows you how amazing he is, you know, just saying. Okay, sweeties, let us go to Unearthly Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Leather and Lace eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. This I'm going to get in PR, so you're definitely going to see it here on my channel. It has 12 shades, 9 mattes and 3 shimmers, and this is coming around May 18th. All right, so sweeties, this is the color scheme. And I should also tell you, and I've also made a post in my Instagram stories about this, but maybe in case you didn't see it, there is a huge big sale on the Unearthly Cosmetics website for everything that still has the Alien Cosmetics name on it. And I think you just have to use the code goodbye in all like capital letters, and then you're going to get, I think, 50% off those items, because they have to like push them out, you know. So make use of that, because it just makes sense, you know. Don't use my code, use the goodbye code, because it just makes sense. You'll save so much money. And if there is something that you anyway wanted to have and you waited all that time for like a good chance, and this is your chance, you know. All right, because a lot of things will be, of course, discontinued because of the rebranding. Okay, so this though is the Leather and Lace eyeshadow palette. This is coming on May 18th. All right, sweeties, then let's also talk about something super cool from the Gloss Gods, and this is the Sky collection. This includes 2 12-pan palettes. One is Looking for Rainbows and one is the Dancing in the Sky palette. This is, let me just double check what the date is. So this is going to be already available when you're seeing this, because this is going live here today. All right, so that is super exciting. This is also a brand that I just so badly need to try. I love this. This is so beautiful. Now this looks like this is all going to be is it glitters or is it Not 100% sure because it doesn't say here in the post, but I think this is beautiful. And maybe you also see that I'm using glitters. I love glitters, you know, it just can add so much to the look if you're not scared of it, you know. Maybe if you saw my collected makeup haul from the day before yesterday, then you also saw that I showed you these glitters, these glitter pots. Of course, these are loose glitters. This is not in a pan, of course, or in a pressed glitters in a palette, but it doesn't matter for me. It doesn't really matter that much. But I used this today to like do a glitter liner or a partial glitter liner. It just adds so much. It just adds this extra little, what is this? I need to look at this, you know? So yeah, I love this. Okay, so in any case, this is what it is. Check it out on the website. This should be going live like right now. All right, sweeties, let us talk also about Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics because she is dropping a whole big collection. And this collection is in collaboration with her mom. Now, I think this is a really, really nice thing to do. If my mom would be anywhere like in makeup, into makeup or into stuff, you know, then I would do something like that too. I think it's a beautiful thing to do. Okay, besides that, there is a palette which is called the Luxe Legacy Eyeshadow Palette. Don't know if I mentioned, it's also called the Luxe Legacy Collection, okay? So there is a palette with 20 shades for $49. Then there is another palette, and I don't think I have a picture. If I do, I'll still include it. But there is also a palette that is a website exclusive, which I think will then only be on Jaclyn's website and not go anywhere else. I don't know. I don't understand exactly how this works. Okay, so that also has 20 shades and also retails for $49. Then you do have an eyeshadow primer, you do have eyeliner pencils in 4 shades, you do have a setting spray, you do have loose setting powders, you do have liquid lipsticks and lip liners, and all of this is available now. So feel free to check this one out in case you want to. Is this something for me? Not so much, but I think it's really, really sweet that she's doing it. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay, so then let's also talk about Bernovich, because Bernovich is releasing 3 different palettes, maybe even more, but I have 3 different ones here right now. So this is, for example, the Aquamarine palette. All of those palettes have 5 shades and there is a mirror in the palette, and it says your eyeshadows are now magnetic and are easily replaced. So this retails for about $14, a little bit more than $14. I think Bernovich is based in Europe, so that's why it is a bit of a weird dollar price, but feel free to check this one out. This is available now. Then let's also talk about the next one, which is this one, the Agate, I don't know how to say this, Agate palette. All of this is, of course, like gemstones and like stuff like this. Okay, also 5 shades, more or less the same price, a tiny little bit cheaper. Also, this is available now. And then there is also this one, which is a little bit more mauve-y, and this is called the Amethyst palette. Also 5 shades, and also this retails for about $14, a little bit above $14. All of this is available now. Feel free to check this one out in case you are, you know, in case you're living the small palette life. I less so, unfortunately, because they look really, really cute, but I just really like it, you know. Okay, sweeties, then let's talk about something that I'm super excited about, because it is a sneak peek from Be Perfect Cosmetics. Now, I'm a huge fan of their palette, and I kind of feel that this is a palette. It looks like there is, well, it says here there is a collab coming, and this is going to be revealed like tomorrow, your tomorrow. Now, unfortunately, I have no more information besides this picture, but if the eyeshadow on that person is any indication of what is in the palette, this might be a sunset theme color, like a summer palette, you know? And that could be really, really nice. This look is bomb.com. I want to have this on my eyes right now, you know? Just so you know. Okay, so we are going to have to, of course, talk about this then next week, God willing, and we're all here. We are going to talk about this next week, but I have high hopes, and this could be really, really nice. Okay, sweeties, then let's also talk something that is already live, and I didn't speak about it because it happened while I was offline. Okay, so this is from Huda. These are 2 new palettes. It's called the Color Block Obsessions palettes. Now, they look cute. Is this something for me? Not really. definitely. First of all, I do not like split pans. I also have, I don't really know what to think about those small Huda palettes. While I really, really like the performance of my big Huda palettes that I have one of those, I think it was the Ruby Obsessions. I'm not even 100% sure anymore. It's like years ago that I used it, but I didn't really like it that much. And I've also heard from a lot of other people that they don't like really the formula in those smaller palettes. Now, I know that a lot of you have gotten these palettes. Please feel free to let me know. Color scheme, I think, is really, really cute. You know, I have to say, maybe even a little bit too pastel-y for me, especially the blue and yellow one. But overall, I think it is almost too one-dimensional for me. You know, I have to say, I don't know. This is going to be a pass for me, definitely. But if you want to know more about those palettes, my friend Nikki Raven here on YouTube has just made a review about maybe the orange and purple one, or maybe both, I don't know, but she has a video live about this release. Okay, sweeties, let us also move on to Hip Dot, because they are collabing with It's Jojo Zaiva, maybe, and they're coming out with a limited edition collection. This collection includes 6-shade pink palette, a 6-shade pink palette for $18, a 6-shade white palette for $18, then a 3-piece lip set for $20, a 4-piece brush set for $20, and you can also have the whole collection for $88. All right, so you see the products here. I hope this picture is big enough so you can see it. I think this is really, really cute. I have still not tried Hip Dot. Kind of really want to, but also this release is just not for me because it's small palettes, and that is not what I necessarily want, but it looks good. It's just that the one palette that I'm more drawn to, which is the pink palette, it doesn't give me any really dark mattes, you know, and that is just something, maybe you could buy both and combine them, you know, maybe like that, because I do believe in the other palette that dark blue is a matte, so that could be nice. But in any case, you of course check it out in case you want to, because this is right now available. Then let's also talk about this one from Tracy's Powder Room, because she's coming out with the Spring Shower collection. This is a bundle. I think they are not available separately. It's just it's a bundle. Okay, so this is 5 pastel iridescent sparkle shifters. They are soft and creamy, and they have dropped already. Okay, I think this looks really cute. I wonder, I would probably use this as highlighters, because for the eye, this is not so much my style, but maybe it is for you. It's very classy and very sweet. It kind of, yeah, it's like wedding and like wedding makeup, you know, but that's not a bad thing, you know. It always sounds like, and I'm kind of sick and tired of it, that it always sounds like it when I say something like this. Maybe it's just in my head. You let me know that when a person who likes like really bold makeup like and I say this looks like wedding makeup, it always looks like I'm putting it down. And I don't think so, because, you know, classy makeup looks can be super beautiful. There is a reason why that is so popular, you know. All right, so in any case, this is what it is. And of course, yeah, there's even one shade that is called a Blushing Bride, you know. So yeah, okay, let us move on. Let me scroll down. Oh yeah, we need to talk about this one. This is already live because I have bought it already. This is on the way to me. But sweeties, this is the 777 palette from Playing in Makeup by Yolondo. Of course, I needed to talk to you about this one. We have spoken about the sneak peek, that it is coming like a long time ago, but now it is live, and that happened while I was offline. Now, thankfully, one of my super good friends, Cheryl, thank you so much, she tagged me immediately, you know, and she was like, did you see this? Did you see that it dropped? And I was like, oh, thank you for letting me know, because I did not spend my 1.5 weeks off online, you know, I did not. So that was super nice, and I bought this. So this is coming to my channel. You'll see this here. This retails for $49, about $49, and this is beautiful. Like, in my eyes, this is the right size. It has the nicest color scheme that you can possibly put for Leorah in a palette. So this is definitely coming to my channel, sweeties. All right, then let's also talk about something that I've been tagged in also quite a bit, and that comes from Base Blue Cosmetics, and that is this palette. This is the Flower Eyeshadow Palette, eyeshadow and blush palette. Now, this is actually really cute, you know. Am I into crazy shapes of pants and stuff like this? Absolutely not. But I think the whole thing is actually really cute, because it's not obnoxious, you know. Sometimes, do you remember there was a brand, now I don't remember what that was that Pinky Rose Cosmetics? They came out with a palette where the pans were in the shapes of lightning bolts. Do you remember that? That's years ago. So don't worry about it if you don't remember it. But that was so annoying, like, because like lightning bolts, like zigzag lightning bolts. That was not it, you know? But this is kind of really, really gentle and cute, and you get it from the theme of the palette and everything. So yeah, so that is what it is. So it says here, this palette is a collection of 5 high performance eyeshadows and 5 blushes, from nude warm tone to bright colorful red. All right, sweeties, this retails for $42, and that is already now available from Base Blue Cosmetics. Now let us talk about something where first of all, it's a new brand for me, and I definitely wanted to talk about this, but also because the color scheme is so bright that I was like, whoo, and that is cool, you know, when Leorah goes, whoo. Yeah. Okay, sweeties, that comes from Carrot Dior. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. If I don't, I'm truly sorry, but in any case, she is coming out with this palette, and this is the Law 42 eyeshadow palette. Now, I don't know the connection between Law 42 and this Egyptian pharaoh, I don't know, colors, not color scheme, but palette design and everything. I'm just not educated enough to know that, but I think this is so cool. Now, crazy shapes of palettes, you know, I'm not looking for it, you know, I'm not going out and looking for this and adding it to my collection for that, but the color scheme of the palette outside and inside is just really, really cool. I love the brightness of it and all of this. So really cool. So this retails for $55, and you do get 14 shades for this. I'm not 100% sure how many mattes and shimmers, because the picture I have here is not that big, so it's hard for me to say, but this is available now in case you want to check this one out from Dior. Then it's going to be linked in the description box. Just check for the link. Then of course check it out and see if you like it, but I think it's really cool. I also definitely wanted to again talk about Adept Cosmetics, because the House of L palette is now live. I have been speaking about this palette so many times, you know, the empty palette, the sneak peeks, the everything, the black and white picture and whatever, and of course I definitely wanted to show you. So we have 6 shimmer shades and then 3 mattes in this palette. Definitely wanted to talk to you about this because it is really, really pretty. Also the swatches look really, really pretty, and really what really surprised me, and because I just didn't know, it says here it is a limited edition palette, okay, but it is inspired by Superman. Did you know that? What is House of L in Superman? I don't know. I'm just so intrigued, because L, the word L in my Hebrew language means God, you know? So I'm like, House of God? That is so cool, but apparently it has to do with Superman. Well, God might also be some kind of a Superman, I don't know. So in any case, that is what it is. So definitely wanted to show you, and I just wanted to talk about the whole Superman aspect, honestly. Yeah. Okay, sweeties, let us also talk about Hatichi Schmidt, which is of course a German brand, and maybe you know that I have been born and raised in Germany, so German is my mother tongue, and I kind of feel very, very connected to everything that is going on there, for the good and for the bad in Germany. But in any case, they're coming out, she is coming out with 4 highlighters and 5 bronzer compacts, and you see them of course here. So you do have of course for fair, light, medium and deep, which is really, really nice, and they retail for, let me give you the dollar price instead of the euro price, because of course in Germany they will be sold in euro. You know what, I'm going to give you also the euro. For euro it's going to be 35 euros more or less, and then for dollars it's going to be $38. All right, this is now available from Hatichi Schmidt, and that's what it is. I think it is a very, it's expensive. It's expensive to pay almost $40 for a bronzer for me, all right? But of course everybody has a different, you know, checkbook and stuff. But I don't have this kind of money, but maybe you have, and maybe you want to try this brand, or maybe you do live in Europe and it just makes sense to buy locally, then please of course check out this brand in case you haven't done that yet. They also have of course eyeshadow palettes and all kinds of other stuff. Now let us also talk about Kinky Hearts Club, because they're coming out with the Forgive Me Father eyeshadow palette. Okay, so this palette consists of 18 shades of blues, greens and reds, and a bit of brown, and matte shimmers and glitters. I do believe that there are 3 pressed glitters in the palette, and this is going to launch, I think, tomorrow. All right, in case you're interested in this one, it is an anime inspired brand, which is of course a very, very in thing to do. And I'm featuring these brands also because my kids love me more if I feature anime, because they love anime, you know. So in any case, I really, really like the way they included the outer packaging in the inside, the execution of the palette itself, the color scheme of the palette. I think it's super, super well done. I love those kinds of windows, you know, those colorful kinds of windows. It's really, really pretty. But in any case, so that is what it is. Now let us also move on to the next one, and that is coming from Adriana Nicole Cosmetics, and they're coming out with a 16-piece essential brush set for both face and eyes for $45, and the Affirmations eyeshadow palette containing 9 shades with, I'm just reading this, sorry, with a perfect combination of micro shimmers and mattes in universally flattering warm toned lid, crease and liner shades for $25. All right, so this palette is of course a neutral palette, very, very classy, gives you though nice depth in case you're looking for a 9-pan palette that is maybe a little bit more wearable for the broader public. Then maybe you want to consider this, and of course you also see the brush set, which looks really nice. So that is what it is, and affirmations are always good, you know. All right, then let's also talk about something which is so, so cool, because I had a completely different association with the palette than what it is all about when I heard the name of the palette. Okay, it is from Foolish Hustle Lashes. It's the newest product. I have tried this brand. I really like this brand, and the owner is really, really cool. But beyond that, this palette here is called Project Baby eyeshadow palette. Now, sweeties, I have just come off my Project Baby, because if you don't know, I have 7 children. I had 7 children in 9 years. I had a lot of Project Baby. Now I am like, I'm doing a big check mark on that one, but yeah, I have a lot of other projects coming up, so it's not like I'm going to be bored. But in any case, this is the palette, and of course you see it has super, super nice depth. It has a lot of neutral shades, and then also some blue, as far as I can tell, maybe also a bit of green and some ochre, or like a yellow. It's a bit hard because the palette, the picture that I have here is like a bit in the shade, you know, but it looks really, really nice. There could also be pressed glitter in it. So, but this is available now, you know, so in case you want to check this one out from Foolish Hustle, that is a really, really cool palette. All right, then let's also talk about CXC Cosmetics, because they are coming out with the Queen eyeshadow palette with 3 mattes and 4 shimmers and 2 glitters for $28, and then also 5 new multi-chrome eyeshadow singles that are retailing for $14 each. And all of these products are available now on their website in case you want to check this one out. Okay, let me just try to see if the black in the palette is a matte, if brands are listening to me. Yes, they do. Yay! Yeah, that makes the palette absolutely beautiful for me. Just saying, you know, I'm one of these people who really, really appreciates a black matte in a palette, even though everybody says everybody has a black matte and somewhere, you know, you don't need to put it in a palette. I love it. I love it because I want to do one palette looks. I personally don't vibe with this like pulling in a million palettes or different things, you know. I personally love it if I can do a one palette look, and this definitely gives this to me, you know. Of course you need to be into having pressed glitters in a palette, but if you are, then of course this might be something for you. Okay, then we're moving on to another brand that I think I didn't know yet, or like that I haven't featured yet. So this brand is called Davina's Enchantments, and they're coming out, they are a witchy anime based cosmetics and skincare brand. Okay, so I don't know what that means, witchy. I mean, I know what means witchy, but I don't know how it shows itself yet, okay, because I don't know enough about the brand yet. But in any case, so they are coming out with 6 blushes who retail for $15, and then also 4 different glosses for around $9. All right, sweeties, all of this is available now from Davina's Enchantments in case you want to check this one out. The blushes look actually super, super nice. These are colors that I would definitely wear. The glosses actually also, maybe not the black one, but the other ones maybe, you know. So in any case, case, check this one out in case you want to. Then let's also talk about this one from IBAN Expressions. I'm not 100% sure if I have already previously spoken about this brand or not, but in any case, they're coming out with the Player 2 eyeshadow palette, which is of course super, super bright, which is really, really nice for me. Also, of course, you do have, well, 12 shades, which is a nice size for people who still like smaller palettes, but also for those who like bigger palettes, because it's kind of, you know, the middle way, which is nice. Okay, so you do have a mixture of mattes and shimmers. You don't have pressed glitters in the palette, which is also nice for, or I think it's smart for a lot of people, like, because more people I think prefer that, you know. But in any case, this is becoming available in May. Just wanted to give you a heads up on this one because it's really, really cute. The color scheme is just so bright and happy, and yeah, so that is what it is. And also, of course, anime, and yeah, kids. Sweeties, doing this for you. And the next one is also, of course, anime based, and that is Halo Beauty, and they're coming out with the Quest eyeshadow palette, also with 12 shades, including 7 mattes, 2 shimmers, and 3 glitters, retailing for $28. This one is already available now, and also here the color scheme is really, really pretty. Completely different, of course, from what we just saw, but it's really, really pretty. Let me see, is the black a matte? I think so. I think so. So that is of course really, really nice, and I think the color scheme is very, very, yeah, lovely. You know, it's lovely for someone who loves colors, of course. Then we definitely also need to talk about Gourmande Girls Cosmetics, because my girl Christina, the owner, is coming out with this palette. We spoke about the sneak peek already a couple of weeks ago, but this is now available in case you want to check this one out. This is the first duochrome eyeshadow palette that she's coming out with, and that is of course the Galactic Gourmande eyeshadow palette. Alright, this is available now for $35. It includes 4 duochromes and 2 multi-chrome finishes, and yeah, and it looks pretty. It looks super pretty. Of course, you also see the swatches there, and it is also a super, super nice brand. Beyond that, of course, also one of the supporting pillars of our indie makeup raffle. So yeah, that is what it is. So check this one out. This is available now. Then we should also talk about Jybel Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Cosmic Era collection. You do get all kinds of singles here. You can also have them in the bundle or buy them separately. Do I have a bundle price? I don't know. There are also loose pigments, and there are also, of course, those pressed pigments, so feel free to check this one out. Of course, I'm not going to go into all the prices because they are like different prices for different combinations and stuff like this. So this is available now from Jybel Cosmetics. You see those gorgeous swatches there on the picture. It is mouth-watering, and of course, we all know Jybel Cosmetics is an amazing brand with super, super good quality, so definitely check this one out. This is available now. And the last one I want to talk about today is from CXC Cosmetics. Now, I have not tried this brand, but I am always stunned by the packaging and how they are making up their products. You know, it is just so stunning, from the outer packaging to sometimes the imprint on the product or something. There's always something special about it, and I love this attention to detail, and to also like to always go the extra step. You know, I really, really like this. Okay, so they're coming out with the CXC Pixel Graphic series. Okay, what is included in this collection is different palettes. I'm going to try to put them up here, and maybe you can then of course see it better, because the first picture that I put up was a bit small. But in any case, in case this is something that you want to check out from CXC Cosmetics, that could be really nice if you could tell me how it is. I've been so tempted with this brand already for so many times, like really, you know, there's just something super, super special. Now, this release is maybe not what I want to go for, but they have amazing other palettes from the way they look, because again, I have not tried it myself, but I'm super, super tempted, you know. So that is what it is for today. Now, sweeties, you know that big changes are coming to my life and to my channel, so I'm going to try to keep this short and, you know, to the point. Sweeties, okay, you will understand soon. Maybe by next week you will know. We will see. Okay, that is what it is, sweeties. Please, of course, follow me on my social media for any kinds of updates, for more looks, for more inspiration, for my flat lays and all of that. In case you're into that, then of course Leorah Cosmetics Instagram is the place to go. Of course, I have all the links down in the description. I will have, of course, all the brands that I spoke about listed and linked in the description box as well, together with all my discount codes that I have with the different brands, ways to support my channel, and like check it out. Okay, sweeties, beyond that, my makeup of today will be, of course, listed in a pinned comment down in the comment section. Don't forget to give me your feedback because I would love to hear from you. And if you liked it, then give the video a like because that just helps my channel, you know. And it's nice to know if you liked the video. Beyond that, sweeties, I'm going to see you here tomorrow, and I highly encourage you, if you want to know what is going on a little bit like behind the scenes in my private life, tomorrow I'm going to have a Passover vlog video live that is about a trip that we did, like a family outing trip kind of a thing that we did during one of the days during my Passover vacation. Okay, so if that is something you want to see, then come back for tomorrow's video, and if not, then anytime next week, or just go and watch my older videos. Okay, sweeties, that is what it is. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and I shall see you here tomorrow for my next video. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.